Oh, a body shot takes it out of right hand. And down goes Isaac Doolittle. That right there, Sean, I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you. They goes by Vicente right back to it. There's the left-hander right hand from Vicente.
And hooks from both men. Perdomo coming forward. Face first, down goes Bobby Bruce. Over here, big right hand. And he drops Luis Lopez for the second time in this fight.
What's up? It is on, live from Satellite 5. It's the Bare Knuckle Show. I'm Brian Soscia, and this is going to be a great show today, as always. It is jam-packed as we head into the fight. Of course, Hollywood, Florida, this Saturday night. Can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing. Matter of fact, today, Mike Richmond is going to join us, the Marine himself, before he challenges for the upcoming world title. And then also, we're going to talk to the champion, Jared Captain Deadpool Warren, going to be joining us ahead of the title defense against the Marine Mike Richmond. We're also going to check in with the man responsible for the fastest knockout in combat sports history. Boom, there it is. We'll spend a couple minutes with Justin Watson today, plus we'll announce some new signings and a lot more. It's all here on the Bare Knuckle Show. We appreciate you being here. I can't see any of your comments yet. I'll try to get to them later because the comment machine's not working here. I don't know what's going on. Well, as always, it's the budget on the show. I tell you all the time. Let's check in with the boys in the booth. Let's get there. We're headed to our last show of the year. There's some. Is that a homeless man back there? Who is that? Oh, Dave. How are you?
Looking for $1.
All right. Well, we're excited you're here. We'll make you holler for $1. Headed to the last show of the year. How are you?
Overworked, tired.
I don't even know where we're at. I feel like
ready for the Christmas,
aggravated.
Yeah, a little bit.
Season.
Yeah, I am too. The day off, right? The day. I am. My brain's like done. And I'll tell you something else is freaking me out. So we're Philly guys. You know, we're from the Philly area. Delco, me and Dave.
Philly.
You don't. You're Jersey, and so is Broken Brandon.
Who's at my door?
Now, that being so, well, let's talk about it. Maybe it's an alien. Maybe it's the government. Who knows? Because in Jersey right now, Brandon and I were talking about this. I don't know if Evan has seen it. Brandon, you've been seeing drones flying over your head left and right. I'd be nervous. What's going on? I mean,
that's what I think. That's what I think they are. I mean, they don't look like planes.
Well,
they're flying a little too low. They're flying like pacing back and forth, and
now listen.
There's these like blinking lights in the sky. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them so much. Well, it's been like foggy and cloudy out, so
yes,
I haven't really seen them. But like Monday night, Tuesday night,
it's crazy.
They're out there.
Yeah, it's like they're hovering back and forth.
Oh, do something. I don't care.
Well, no, I didn't tell you guys this.
I'm so sick of hearing. They're saying they're scanning for fucking nukes.
They don't even know what they're doing.
I hope the nuke is right under my house. I hope it just blows up
crazy
and just takes me away.
It takes you
tired of hearing about it. Everywhere I go, I see these drones. Do something then. I want to see freaking laser beams, shoot a missile.
You're gonna, Evan,
I'm done with the drones.
Evan, you keep talking. You're upset about the drones, but what you don't obviously realize, I want to bring this up to you guys now, and everybody that's listening, I figured out the drones. They're all wrong. Actually, part of my budget advertising for Knuckle Mania 5 was to get drones to fly overhead, and we're dropping ticket offers down from the drones. So everyone's talking about it. It's great. It's phenomenal. We're glad you guys are here. We're going to talk to, like I said, Justin in just a couple minutes. I'm clicking on the show right now. I want to see who's in the chat before we get going here. And we got a good mailbag for today, too. Let's see.
We love mailbag.
I set you up for that, didn't I? All right, let's see. Little Ben, he's in the house. We love it. Who else? Gator's here. Anthony, who I think's Randy the Pervert still. He's here. Slick Rick Caruso in the house. Thanks for being here, guys. Quailman's here. Swervo Cuts. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get my hair cut before Florida, dude. And it's getting long. You might have to give me a little fade-up action. We have to figure that out. Who else is here today? Anthony Yost. We love him. Glad he's here. I don't want to miss anybody. Dylan's here. Thank you, guys. You guys joined in early, too, in the comments here. If anyone needs a cut Saturday before the event, let me know. I didn't even see that. I just saw that now, Swervo. I'm going to have to do that maybe Friday if you're around. We'll figure it out. All right, look. We have a guy right now who is responsible for the fastest knockout in combat sports history, and we have a loaded, jam-packed show today, so I want to talk to him for a couple minutes. Justin Watson, let's bring him in. Very happy to have him on. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. The Knockout King. I love it. The fastest knockout in combat sports. So that's got to be a record that's going to be even hard. I thought the last one was going to be hard to break, but then you did it. I don't know if this one's getting broken anytime soon. What was it, 2.9? Is that what it was?
That's what they officially clocked it at, I think, yeah.
What do you think it's at? Do you think the official time's correct? Everyone always argues.
I haven't really sat down with it, but several people have and said that it was somewhere between like 2.1 and 2.5.
All right, there you go. And then you haven't really sat down. You haven't watched it. You haven't. I would if I could knock.
I definitely watched it, but I haven't sat down like with a timer and tried to figure out the official time.
You're probably training, getting ready for your next knockout. I would be sitting there just looking at my past glory. That was awesome to see you do that. It was very cool. I was there live. The crowd went wild for it. Now, is this something that was the plan for you going in? Was that in your mind to try and break the record or get that quick knockout? Or did you kind of think about this ahead of time or it just worked out that way?
No, it was definitely the plan. I had a rough start, a couple of rough matches to get started in BKFC, so I knew I needed to come out and, make a name for myself and show people that I was here for a reason. So, that was the goal. There's a picture floating around somewhere of a text message that I sent to one of the kids in our kids class. His dad was texting me, and I told him, that I was going for the fastest knockout. So that played out pretty well.
It sure did. It was like a movie if you're going for that. Your team was going wild, jumping up and down. What was the reaction like after you were done that? You successfully did what you set out to do. I mean, you knew you were like, and you walked away. I think there was a meme of was it 50 Cent put out? If you walk, it looked like the dog walk. That was hilarious, right? You saw that. I always showed that to my friends. But as far as when you did it afterwards, not in the squared circle, you get to the back. What's the reaction to your team? How do you feel? Like, what are they talking about?
They were just happy that it finally played out. They knew what I was capable of. They knew what we were planning on coming in there and doing. And it was just a relief, getting the monkey off of our back of, finally getting in there and performing the way we knew we could.
Yeah, like you said, you had a rough start, but you kind of put that to rest. You made your statement with that quick knockout. What do you see as next for you? What's next for you here in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship?
I definitely would like a longer fight next time. I'd like to display some more skills, and show that I can actually box too. The power is always going to be there, and I feel like I can finish anybody at any time. But I would really like to have a good scrap next time, get a little bloody.
A little bloody. We like that. The fans will love a little blood, just a little bit, not a lot. Now they might like a lot. I don't want to see you get cut up, but the fan, let's be real. It'd be amazing. A crimson mask, we'll call it. Now let's talk about as far as other fighters contacting you after you got this record-breaking knockout. It hit the headlines. It was everywhere I looked. That had to feel so cool. But did any other fighters contact you? I mean, within the organization, outside the organization, were people excited to hear about this?
Yeah, man, the biggest one for me was Chris Lytle. He gave me a call on my cell phone. That for me, just being a fight fan for so long, I've been watching Chris for decades, it feels like. So to look down and see his phone number, his name pop up on my caller ID, that was wild. But everybody seems to be happy. I mean, I think Yuli was a little sour about it, but other than that, everybody else seemed pretty happy.
Well, yeah, I think they were. The organization was happy. It was a great highlight to show. Like I said, everyone's reporting on it. Everyone's still buzzing about it. I know you probably are too, but you're the kind of guy that looks like you're going on to your next thing. You've now proven yourself there. We're going to keep our eye out for you. What do you say your sharpest skill is? You say you want to show off your boxing, but what do you think your sharpest skill is? Is it your boxing?
I think my power is what's really going to set me aside from everybody else in these lower weight divisions. This fight was at 145. I'm a 135er, but just had to fight up. So had to put on a couple pounds, a little out of shape for this one. But when I'm in shape and quick and have the power, at 135 pounds, there's not going to be many people who can hang in there with it.
Well, I don't think it's ever been more appropriate to say, but don't blink because you missed that. That was amazing. I've watched it 100,000 times. It's like a Zapruder film. You just keep watching it. Before I let you go, because we only have a short time, but I at least want to catch up with you, see how you're feeling, how you're living on cloud nine now. Congratulations to you, but I want to plug your social media or anything you'd like to plug, especially your socials. Can you let people know where they can find you?
Yeah, Instagram, BK_Warmonger. Facebook, just Justin Watson. Those are the two that I'm mainly on. Give a shout out to my manager, Carlos, for hooking everything up. Without him, I wouldn't be here. He took a chance on me when it didn't seem like there was a reason to, but he could see something was there, and I'm glad to have finally proven him right. So
yeah, he's good. He contacted me immediately to get you on the show, which I really appreciate. That was very professional, awesome of him. So you got a great guy there. You can follow Justin Watson. You see it down the bottom at BK_Warmonger. Great name, the Warmonger. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Anything else you want to get off your chest before I let you go?
Just keep a lookout, man. The next one's going to be even more special. I appreciate you, Brian.
I appreciate you, Justin. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you do next, man. We're waiting to see your boxing. I selfishly want to see. I mean, you could get a little bit longer, maybe a 4-second knockout next. I'm just saying. Yeah, a little more time, a little more camera time there. Anyway, you're the man, Justin Watson. Thank you for coming on. We love him, and we're excited to see where he's heading next in the organization. But like I said, we just want to kind of catch up with him. We didn't get a chance to do that last week. Jam-packed show this week, so I think we got to keep moving before we get to Mike Richmond in a minute if he's on time. Wow, we're right on top of it. The mail call is going to be coming up. We have some great mail coming in still, it looks like. But we'll do that after we talk to Mike Richmond. He's a military man, or I assume he'll be on time. But he's doing it 12:18. Am I going to bother you if I ask you to fire everything off, Brandon? Can I talk?
You'll be good. I started his session, so
wow,
he should be joining.
That was disgusting. Can you move away from the microphone? And you're breathing it out. I can smell it in here. Yeah. What did you have for breakfast? Oh my God.
The Hungry A.
Oh yeah, I knew that was the Hungry A.
The Hungry A is a greasy spoon diner that
great
smells
spot.
it smells like bacon
so
grease.
Shout out to Hungry A and I think it's Broomall technically.
It's Broomall. They're right next to Sproul Lanes there.
Fantastic
We prank
spot.
called Sproul Lanes. Remember on the show? Do you remember we did that?
Yeah.
We look back in the show. We prank called them about having big, heavy balls or something. It was pretty funny. All right, let's get to the.
It's time for mail call.
Thank you. Yeah, whoever put Watson's name up, you didn't realize I was going to do that. You guys are on point. Thank you for that. The Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. You can send in whatever you'd like. We'll go through this till we start talking to Mike Richmond. This is a kid that I met at the Philly press conference, and I've been wanting to get him on. His name is Colin. He's from the Northeast. And here in Philly, we say that from the Northeast. That means Northeast Philly. He's fought for street beefs before. I don't follow a lot of street beefs. I've seen it. He tells me he's a 155-pound bare knuckle champ, and he claims that he's going to be fighting for us soon. Apparently, he's talked to Nate Shook. I'm looking forward to see what this kid has. Here's a quick clip that he sent in. I think we're allowed to show this. We're not allowed, or are we allowed? I don't know. We won't get a strike, will we?
Brandon's frantically looking for the right clip.
Didn't I give it? You might have to scroll past it. The link is not working. Why is the link not working for Mike Richmond? A lot's going at Brandon right now.
Does he have the Zoom app installed?
I don't know. This is why I don't like texting people. I wish you guys.
Well, I'm not taking a jab at you. Did you send him the right one?
You are taking a jab because you're usually the one to mess that up. That's why I took this over. But it says Mike Richmond Zoom. Here it is, the schedule.
Right. Yeah, that's the one I have started.
I just got a text from somebody. All right, that's the one. Let's see. I don't know. I'll click
Kevin
it.
Smith,
Let me click it and see if I can. Let me click it and see if I can get in.
Oh, that's gonna destroy the space-time continuum.
Well,
Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, that way we can see if it's working. Zoom Workplace just opened up. It says now waiting, and now let's see. Can you bring me on?
Yeah, I see you. Yeah,
I'm waiting here. That you know what it is? Maybe
I'm
that's.
not gonna, but I can.
You should. That'd be funny. I could talk to myself. I do a lot of time. Maybe let me try this one. It's working. I can't. I'm trying to do a show. I can't stop down and. I got to give you guys the numbers these guys know.
Create a new one and send it to them?
No, hold on. We just know it's. I don't know because I have to do a show. I can't be sending Zoom links out to everybody. We've stopped in the middle of the show now because whatever happened with the Zoom link. Why won't it work?
It's working for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't understand. It says Safari cannot open the page because it's invalid. That's what I just got from them, but it just worked for me. Let me try something else. This is horrible. Watch the numbers go down. All right, so I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. You
Back to the mailbag?
Yeah, back to the
While
mailbag.
we try to get Mike.
You guys, yeah.
Did you find what you're looking for here, Brandoni?
I don't want to screw Brandon up. He's trying to get this going.
Copy the invitation again and send it to Kevin Smith.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd send it to him, but you could probably send it to the manager. I think it's Brandon. Anyway, all right. Let's see.
What was the first thing? That
What are we doing here? I don't even.
It was an email, right?
You emailed it to me, then I texted it to them. This is insane. This is insane.
I just want you guys to know that the switching has been flawless.
Yeah, you've been great. You've been on point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
All right. Hi, guys. This is for, let's see.
Okay, I got it.
He's got
Oh,
it.
my God. What are we doing here? I don't even want to read the comments because I can't. It's not working. Nothing works.
Is it the street beefs thing?
Is that what we're on now? Yeah, okay, yeah, Street Beef, show it. Right. Sorry, Colin. This is Colin. Oof. Colin's in the... Here he goes. Watch Colin. Boom. So Colin is started in the Street Beefs organization. He seems like he's doing very well there. And I spoke to this guy. He is ready to come here. He can't wait. He claims, like I said, Nate Shook. All right, I see it. We've seen it 10 times. What's going on today? Is this just the end of the year and we're tired?
Mike in now.
Oh, good.
Whatever I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
But the link was good.
All right. So it wasn't
First question. Ask Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to. It wasn't our fault. I don't know because I always get blamed for everything. Mike, there he is. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Sorry about the problem getting on, but the first question is, what happened? Why couldn't you get on? Was it Brandon the moron's fault?
I don't know. Who the fuck still uses Zoom? I don't like re-download the app and all that shit.
Brandon insists on using Zoom. It's strange. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you.
Yeah, let me get to a spot where you can not hear so much in the background. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you great, man. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're fighting. And, Jared Warren, fans are buzzing about this for the title. And I see why. You got two powerful dudes. I'm excited about it. Why do you think the fans are so excited about it? I mean, you're the guy they're excited to see.
I think fans are excited to watch us both fighters because, we both put on exciting fights, especially me, every fight that I'm in, I'm always exciting. And now Jared's last handful of fights, he's put on exciting fights with finishes. So, he's really kind of coming into his own. Not only is he's matching skill with his power punching now, so it makes an exciting fight for everybody.
So, there he is. All right, so, you're good.
No, it's like,
I thought we're having all kinds of problems today. It's not just you. It could be us somehow. I don't even know. It probably is our fault. It always is. All right, so you he said no, it's us. You've had a great career thus far in BKFC. You came in here, everybody was talking about you. You were the guy headed to the moon, right? I mean, wins over Marcel Stabs, Dakota Cochran, Caveman Rickles, Isaac Doolittle, recently Eric Lozano. Some great wins. But you had your, 2 losses in a row there with Lorenzo and Mundell. And that happens to the best of us. What happened there? Because you were a guy that I feel like everyone's like, this guy's not going to lose. This guy's going to be champion. This guy, and then it fell off for 2 fights. But now you're back at it again. Was it a mental thing? Because you said in the Road 2 piece about as long as your mental game is there. Has your mental game not been there? I haven't seen that out of you.
Well, my mental game was there for Lorenzo. I mean, we can just call it what it was. I mean, you can watch the fight over and over again. I don't need to play hindsight 2020, but obviously that fight was heavily going well in my favor until it wasn't. But bare knuckle, when you throw everything you have in your shot and you land, you clean. It's kind of hard to stay up, especially when you're fighting a big guy with explosive punching power. So when it comes to the Lorenzo fight, everyone saw how it played out. You know how it went. It was a circumstance of events that you don't see happen frequently in combat sports.
Good to say that.
You just don't. Let's be honest. So then after that, then I got offered a title fight to drop down to 175 to fight Mundell. And doing that, I got offered it earlier than expected.
Okay.
But I wasn't going to turn it down. Could I have been in better mental headspace after having the bare knuckle world at your fingertips? And you beat Lorenzo, you're going to be on top of the mountain of pound for pound everything. And then getting knocked out in that fashion. I've never been knocked out in training or in a fight in that cold-blooded knocked out, fucking snoozing. So then you're in your own head going in to fight Mundell. I didn't do very much sparring. I was in my own head about where's my jaw at, where's my chin at, is it gone? And I just didn't put together a good physical camp. And doing that against Mundell is not a good thing to do, because even if I put in my best camp,
that's right.
I put my best camp against him, that dude might still be putting me away. So it just wasn't. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
I was in a good mental and physical place, but I took the fight because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in there and get after it.
That's the kind of guy you are. I agree. And we're always glad to see you out there. Now, I mean, what is that like, though? You come off the Lorenzo thing, and then you realize you took the fight, you weren't in the best mental place, but now you come off of that loss, and you know you got to get that win back against Lozano, right? So, I mean, was that hard, or was it like a cold water throw in your face or a slap in your face? Like, let's go, let's get back at this. What are you doing? Like, how long did you stay down like that? Mentally, how long did it affect you?
I mean, obviously mentally I was down for a minute because, I thought I was ready to retire. So I was ready to retire. Yeah. And, I was like, all right, cool. Like, it's it. My chin's gone. I'm old. The game is over. It took me about a handful of months to be like, all right, cool, man. Like, time has went by. Spent time with family, friends, whatever. And I finally realized, man, I still got a whole much more to give. Yeah. But I would say, short answer, it took me a couple of months to finally realize, all right, man, let's get back in there. Let's get after it. Stop getting in your own head, get in the training, spar. And
did we lose him?
Yeah, and then just kind of was ready to get back and just kind of show I can fight again. Whether it's just one more fight or a couple of fights, I just want to get in there and fight again, make sure I'm not made out of glass.
Well, that's great. I can't wait to see what happens in this fight, especially for a world title, the one coming up here, and with Jared Warren. Now, the other thing is, you're going through this mentally. You get yourself back in there. You get yourself back together. I thought that when you said claimed retirement, I'm not going to lie, we put together an amazing, I don't know if you saw it, I think you did, a retirement video for you. I loved it. But then I had a feeling that you would be back. I just had a feeling that you had some unfinished business. And obviously you're saying that as well now. Now, rebuilding after your most recent win from Lozano, now you don't really strike me as an emotional guy. Is he there? Is he? Oh.
Losing connection.
Guys, what do you think we do here? There's nothing. Yeah, it might be. Well, we might have to ditch in a minute. I don't want to.
Go back to the other side of the gym.
Yeah, walk back over to where there's good service. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what I was going to ask him. You can talk about it in the chat. He doesn't seem like the most emotional guy to me, and maybe we can talk about this while we wait. If we can even get him back. We might run out in time. We only got a couple more minutes with him anyway. But he doesn't seem like the... There he is. There he is. Did you go back to the other side of the gym? It's a better signal there.
Yeah, well, someone was over here working out, and it was loud, and it was irritating me.
You sound great. I can hear. So what I was saying to you was you're rebuilding now. You're in that rebuilding phase. You had the good win over Lozano, and you don't seem... I was actually shocked about you. Tell us about the mental state of things for you, because you don't seem like the most mentally affected or emotional guy. You don't wear it on your sleeve. I wouldn't have seen that unless you told us. Yeah. So, and that's great. But what about this? Get emotional for a minute. Is it fair to say that when you win this lightweight title, when you win the title coming up, will that like make you emotional? What will you feel at the time when you win that title? Because I've never seen this much. I never heard this much emotion as I heard in this interview. No,
I mean, everyone is win, lose, or draw. I'm coming to the last fights of my career. I'm almost to 40 professional fights. I think this will be my 38th professional fight. So there's a part of me that wants to get to 40 professional fights. There's a part of me that knows that I'm coming to the tail end of my career, and saying goodbye to fighting is never an easy thing to do. And I never want to be a fighter that just keeps staying and keeps staying. It's just it's a bunch of things. It's not just a title. It's just all of it. Obviously Brittany wants me to stop fighting, and she always wants me to be done. I know I still got more. So I try to I try to be, as emotionally, physically, spiritually ready for these battles. 'Cause I know it's, we're getting close to the end. We're not done now, but we're getting close.
Is that's a strange feeling that something you've done your whole life, something you love, and then it's going to be a time, and you can see it, like you're saying. These young guys, when they're younger, they're like, oh, this is going to go on forever. And now here you are kind of getting towards the tail end. How do you know when it's time, though? Do you just know when it's right? How do you know how are you going to, I don't want to say hang up the gloves. You can't do that. How do you not punch people with your fists anymore?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do? You leave your wrist straps in the ring? You leave your shoes in the ring? I don't know. How do you know when it's done? I don't fucking know, right? I mean, sure, no one. Very rarely people leave on a win. Yeah, very people leave on a win with a title. Obviously that would be the George St. Pierre thing to do, right? Everyone wants to leave that way, but I don't know. How do we really 100% know? I don't know, man. I don't know.
But what happens if you win this title, right? When you win the title and then you go on this long run and defend it, you can't retire. You're not going to want to retire as champion. I mean, it'd be cool, but the guy you are, I think you're going to kind of go until it's time. I mean, are you going to stop at 40 fights, you think? Will you go to 41, or is this too early to tell?
Yeah, it's too early to say. You know, I kept saying I would stop at 40 years old, and I'm like, all right, 40 fights, and then, you know, I just think I just need to be smarter about, you know, how I prep, how I train, you know, get the body and the mind, you know, all of that. You know, the body doesn't recover like it used to in my late 20s, early 30s. You know, so the training camp model is a little bit more. Focus on recovery, but still training hard because I definitely ache a little bit more at this day and age of my career.
I know you're high ranking in your other job. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're still at Spearmint Rhino, right?
Yeah, I'm still with Spearmint Rhino.
So you're way up there. And the thing is, I would imagine in that kind of industry, in the bar life, the nightlife, you work in later hours. Do you take time off to train for your camp? Do you have the whole time off? How does that work? Does that just drive you nuts that you have to work and do the camp, or you're just used to it?
No, you just get used to it. You get used to the cycle. You get used to the schedule. You know, I have amazing teams at my clubs. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm not there as often, but you know, I don't need to be there from open all the way to close. But I'm there to make sure shit's happening and the club's making money and all that. So
when do you get most of your training? And again, I would guess that's I don't know. Evan frequents a lot of those gentlemen's clubs, and I don't go. But like, there's
hell yeah, brother.
Actually, I'll tell you. Let's talk about this for a minute. Hold on. Now that just reminded me. These two guys in the booth. I think we're about the same age, Mike. These two guys in the booth. They've been to what? One strip club, or sorry, gentleman's establishment each, right?
We actually went together.
That's kind of
for his birthday.
First time.
Yeah.
And that's the only, they've never.
Shout out to Raven.
Raven is called.
No, that was
it wasn't Raven. It was Rogue.
there you go, Rogue.
Was it Celeste?
At the Tattletale in Atlanta, Georgia, baby.
don't plug them.
There's a lot of good clubs in Atlanta.
But my point is to this.
Rogue.
I'm curious because I got two guys. What are you guys? You guys are what? You're not 30 yet, are you?
29.
20 in their late 20s, and I see this. This has nothing to do about fighting. I'm just curious. I see younger guys, at least that I talk to, maybe because they're too busy working, they don't frequent these gentlemen's establishments. When I was 18, it was a rite of passage, and we went, and not all the time, but we went. You know what I mean? It was
you
awesome.
didn't have technology. You have Tinder now. You could just get it from your phone.
You'll
show up to your house.
Dude, Mike's gonna beat your ass. You better stop. You're ruining his business.
Trust me, there's still a market. Absolutely. I mean, it's still awesome.
Well, it's for sure still a market. It's almost recession. It's almost recession proof, but
Absolutely.
there is, we got
Not true, dude. I went to a bachelor party in Atlantic City, and this other kid in his 20s that I was in his wedding. He'd never been to a strip club. None of them wanted to go, so a gentleman's establishment. So I took them to the gentleman's club, and I showed them what it was like because they'd never been to one. They were so weird and uncomfortable. And what I found out is after COVID, you tell me if this is true. Maybe not at your place. A lot of the dancers started charging like a lot extra to do like lap dances because they had to get close to you, and they were like, "Oh, we're taking a risk." And they upped these prices in Atlantic City like crazy. It was nuts. I know you wouldn't allow that, would you, Mike?
No, never.
All right, good.
No, yeah, it's definitely not a case now in 2024, almost 2025. Now, maybe certain clubs and certain entertainers during the COVID era, maybe.
They said it and they never changed it. It was a horrible thing that I found out when I got there. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It was sad. Anyway, and that doesn't happen at Spearmint Rhino, not at Spearmint Rhino.
No, not at all. But the market's changing, you know, when it comes to the style of entertainer, you know, how they want to earn and make money, even employees as well. You know, we just got to learn how to adjust. You got to be adaptable. You either adjust, you mold, and you find a way, or you die.
That's
a
it.
great
business.
businessman.
Always about being successful.
Yeah, what'd you say, Evan?
That's a great businessman.
I know, I agree.
You pivot, you adjust
You
to
evolve.
changing times.
Change or you die. That's what it ends 100%. That's even for fighting. As you evolve in your career, to tie it back to that, you have to evolve. You have to change. You notice as you get older, things change. And you've done a great job of that. And I'm excited to see what you're going to do with J.R. Warren. Why are you going to beat him? Why do you think you're the guy to beat J.R. Warren for the title?
Why I think I'm the guy to beat Jaron Warren for the title is because I can adapt and adjust my style. You know, I'll be able to get in his face and pressure him, and you know, I will be able to stay away from his left hand. I know he's gonna want to land that left hand on me. I know he is. So I got to do everything I can, and I know I can in my power and my skill set to get in there, pressure him, get inside, and go for the finish myself.
Well, we're excited to see what happens, how it goes later on the show. We're going to be getting some predictions from other BKFC fighters to see who they think is going to come out on top. We'll do that. We're very excited. Before I let you go, non-fighting related, since Christmas is coming, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but if you do or if you don't, do you have a favorite Christmas song? We were talking about this.
Favorite Christmas song?
Yes,
that's a good one. The Baby It's Cold Outside. That's classic, right?
We didn't get to the mailbag yet, but there's someone wrote in and they picked that song and we were talking about it. I think it's a great song and it gets a bad rap. You know? Come on.
It gets a bad rap because, the woke culture now, they really dive into the lyrics of it, but it's a fucking classic. Calm the fuck down. It's not that serious.
Yeah, Mike the Marine Richmond. I'm even a bigger fan than I was before. I love it. Listen, we're excited to see your big fight coming up this Saturday. It's going to be on DAZN. A bunch of new eyeballs, or maybe people that had watched you in the past that haven't followed Bare Knuckle, they're going to be watching. This is huge for you. I'm excited for you. You've been a gentleman since day one we met you. So I wish you a great fight. I wish you a safe fight, and we're very excited to see you fight. Mike the Marine Richmond.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mike. Baby, it's cold outside. What a gem that guy is, you know?
I really can't stand.
We were talking. It's funny. I just threw that one in, and it's almost as if he knew where we were going with the show. I mean, he perfectly was like, yeah, this song. So we got some time till Jared Warren. He's up next. I'm excited to see what he has to say. It's been a while since we heard from Jared. Dude, just do me a favor. That's right in my ear. Like when you do those
You
horrible...
like when I whisper in your ear.
No, not burp. Like move away a little bit. Burp.
I was all the way back.
Then you're powerful. What are you drinking?
I am. I just finished Bucked Up.
Oh, a Bucked Up burp.
Grape Frost hydration. Very good.
Is that what the burping's coming from?
Yeah.
I feel like you could just breathe in air and you'll have these horrible, loud, disgusting, smelly, by the way, burps. You can't smell. It's disgusting. I mean, you're sitting next to him. Am I wrong? It's nasty.
Brandon likes it.
He is whiffing pretty deep in there. I don't know what's going on there. He's a weird man. All right.
What did you call me when Mike Richmond came on?
Brandon, moron.
I don't really mean it, Brad. You know that. You're a good guy. I just came out. All right. So we got Warren coming on, and I know it's like steamy here today. With your hot, and the burps smell worse now. Yeah. We got who I just had. We got Warren coming on in a couple minutes. Let's go back to the mailbag. We're waiting for Warren.
Do you need the mailbag sound?
I don't know. You make it for me.
What was the next thing?
It's time.
All right, here it is. The next thing. These last shows have been, you can tell it's the end of the year. We're just checked out. Let's see. All right, where are we at in the mail sounders here? Oh, here we go. So we showed Colin from Northeast. Colin, thank you. He's a regular watcher of the show. Thank you for watching. This email comes from Kelly, a regular watcher of the show. It says, hi, guys. Hi, guys. It says, hope everyone is doing well. I sent a punch video of my daughter a few weeks ago. I don't remember a person punching their daughter. Did we show that? Oh, no, the daughter's hitting the bag here. Thank you for playing it. My daughter was hitting the bag. Now, this is my son-in-law, Josh. I know it's not a fail, but thought you guys would like it. Also, I'd like to wish everyone a blessed Christmas from Kelly. Well, thank you. Merry Christmas. Everybody say Merry Christmas to Kelly. Merry Christmas, Kelly.
Merry Christmas.
Can you show yourself, you scumbag?
Merry Christmas, Kelly.
Evan, give me a happy Merry.
Mary? What's her name?
It's Kelly. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Could be a guy.
I hope you have a holly jolly Christmas and a happy New Year.
Oh, you're great. What a good guy. All right, let's watch the punch machine video that Kelly sent in. Good thing that kid moved. Damn, he clocked that pretty hard. Did he win? Oh, he almost got it.
And Crocs, too.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's like Tony Soto, who I heard got like an endorsement from a Croc video. Is that true?
I think he's like a sponsored Croc athlete.
Yeah, because he was punching, making jokes in Crocs. So maybe that guy will get one too. Good for Tony Loco Soto. That's I love seeing that kind of stuff. And I know that was great. Thank you for sending that in, Kelly. But I know that the Bare Knuckle faithful love the punching machine fails as much as we do. So we have one of them as well for you to watch. Watch this moron. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wasn't it?
No, it's the punch machine fail. Yeah. I love these idiots. I'll watch him till. Look at his face. Look at his face.
Is that a punch machine in like a?
Yeah, like a pizza parlor.
Like a
these
pizza
idiots.
place?
It's like these idiots. That's great. All right, this guy's been writing in more and more. He doesn't say much. I guess because of Randy the Pervert, they're all coming up with their own names. This is Sammy Oh Shit, SOS. He just wrote, oh shit, look at this. Oh my God. Well, there you go. That is no shit video. I agree with you, Sammy. All right, next up we have Wesley Kill Eagle sent this in to the email, and these are, he says, gifts for the kids. Let's watch what they have to say. What would they like for Christmas?
For Christmas this year, we like some new BKFC gear with
New BFC, I can't even speak. New BKFC gear. I think we can get him some new BKFC gear. Let's get him maybe some T-shirts. We'll send some stuff out to you. And I believe that was Peyton, who's the childhood cancer survivor. I think that's wonderful that you're on there, Peyton. We love you. You know, you're always sending in videos, Wesley Kill Eagle. So let's get them some T-shirts for Christmas. I think that'd be very nice. And also, I know we talked about doing the Christmas show last week, and we were joking around about a lot of stuff, but it's just so chaotic with everything going on right now. We'll try to do that at some point, but the thing is, we're just going to try to give some money to a charity. We like to be charitable, and we all agreed on the show. I think it's a really good way to go. A lot of people that are in need of it, and we'll give a couple dollars to a charity. We'll keep you updated on who we choose. If you have an idea for a charity, you can drop it in the chat. We'd like to see what you think as well, and then we'll go from there. But we'll keep you updated as to when we're going to do the next Christmas segment. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, Jules. This is from Little Ben. It says, Jules is looking for more talent. I think I found some. Let's watch.
I don't know about that song.
I don't know if you look at her. She's punching. Wow. Great.
Very good.
There you go. That's awesome. Thanks, Little Ben. Who's that? Never some random person in the back. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have. Oh, okay. Here we go. I didn't think Randy the Pervert's here. Randy the Pervert. Or Anthony. We know it's you, Anthony. Just admit it. You're going to admit it one day. I know it. It says that, hello, Bare Knuckle. Hello, Bare Knuckle faithful. Dean Martin's, this is what we were talking about with Mike Richmond. Dean Martin's Baby It's Cold Outside is my all-time favorite Christmas song. Oh, there you go. I like it. That's a good song. There's something about those lyrics. The playful resistance. The not-so-subtle persistence. I'm listening to the song as I say this because I want to hear it. That just gets me every time. Cozy, steamy, and full of holiday Yule log and spirit. Randy, what's your favorite holiday song? And he has a PS here. We'll get to that in a minute. I actually, we were talking about this. I like this song a lot. I agree with Richmond. Evan likes the song. Brandon, you like it, right?
Yep.
I worked at a radio station where the program director wouldn't play it, and I slid it into my all request drive at 5 that I used to do. Yeah, I sure did. Slid it right in, and I got in trouble for it. And I'm like, it's not a bad, it's a great song. It's a bad song if you make it a bad song. Let us know what you think in the chat. Is that a bad song? And this goes with the argument, like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? We talk about this every year, too. This is not a bad song. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So there we go. We've covered it all. Cold outside, baby, it's cold outside. Stay inside with me. Cozy up by the fire. I never thought about anything dirty with that. Did you?
Nope.
I do now.
Well, now that Randy has sent it in. P.S. This is, he says, P.S. Remember when you have your Christmas cookies to have some milk with them as well. Is a girl going to milk cows? Oh, come on. I hope she's not lactose intolerant.
Slow that down.
That's, oh, God. All right. That's,
One
where
more.
Where do they find these things?
Just.
Randy, all right, we've seen this. I don't think it's not even hot. It's milk from a cow. Evan, calm down. Look, what do you think? Yeah. Anyway, all right. Come on, guys, you're out of control. It's the holiday season. Oh man, I hope that's how Santa drinks his milk. Let's check.
Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, me. What's the matter with you, dude? Where do you come from? All right, Knuckle I can't even do this.
Mania?
Yeah, now I'm ready to pervert mode. Getting all these ready to pervert emails. Knuckle Mania promotion. It's been ramping up. I'm excited about this here in the Philly area. I mean, Eddie Alvarez, a darling to the media here. Look at that. There's a billboard on 95 that we saw. Somebody sent that in. I was with Randy. No, listen to me. I was with Eddie. Eddie's not Randy. Randy's not in our main event. I was with
Randy.
Yeah, this is throwing me off, this Randy stuff. We got to read these ahead of time, like, and get more. I didn't realize that the milk thing was happening from Randy. I didn't know that came in like that. Sorry, I'm very thrown off. I love when this happens, but I hate it. They love Eddie here in Philly, as you know, hometown boy, so they're excited. Last week, he was in demand in the media. Every station wanted to talk to him. Here's a quick couple clips of what he did with iHeart Media.
The Alt 1045. I am here with Eddie Alvarez. Whoa, Philly represent.
There he is. I believe her name was Jessie Sabella. Watch her punch herself in the face here. Look at the crazy eyes. Watch the crazy eyes. Here they come.
Cool moments. iHeart Radio Studios. Buster being joined by Eddie Alvarez, bare knuckle fighting championship's own Eddie Alvarez. We'll see.
He was all over the radio. There's him. Q102 is a huge station here in Philly. He was on the sports station here. I mean, the guy was in demand. Everyone was happy to see him. And I'll tell you what, the city is abuzz for Knuckle Mania 5 and Eddie Alvarez versus Jeremy Stevens, as well as they were talking to me. They were excited about the heavyweight fight, the heavyweight title fight. Mick and Ben as well, Ben Rothwell. I'm excited. Top to bottom, a lot of great fights. The city of Philly's talking. It's ramping up. Tickets are flying. And, you know, some promotions just say, "Oh, get your tickets now." I am telling you, you go to Ticketmaster, it's like hot selling. So get your tickets. And if you want to come to Philadelphia, you should for Knuckle Mania 5. Hop on that Big Birdie in the Sky plane. Come on over, but get your tickets now because I think this thing's going to sell out. I think they were talking about in the radio, like thousands, tens of thousands of people there. It'll be amazing. I think 17,000 or something I heard. Wow. That's going to be so cool. Looking forward to that. Also, this is great. This came in. This is from Joe. He says, is this what the Knuckle Mania parking lot will look like in Philadelphia? Let's watch.
Michael, you recording.
Oh, they're at an Eagles game? Oh, God bless us all. What's he done? Oh, jeez. What an idiot. Look, he's drunk laying there. You know, you can keep this rolling as I'm talking. It's fine because I kind of hope the parking lot at Knuckle Mania 5 looks like this and gets even crazier. These are the Philly fans. They're nuts, man. Look, but they're nice, though. They're helping the guy up. They care about their own. He just rips through a Christmas tree. He's drunk and fat, and he can't even stand up. Look at him. He's probably hurt. Oh, God bless us all if that's what's going to do with the tree. This stuff intrigues me. There's fire sirens going off. People are going nuts. Yo, before we get to Jared Warren, is that what Knuckle Mania 5 is going to look like? I mean, you guys will be on here. I think it's going to be more nutty in the parking lot. I'm going to get out there. I shouldn't say this. I'm probably going to get in trouble. But I might go out to the Philly tailgates because they're, I think, some of the best in the world. I think we can agree on that. I might go out there and have a couple libations, a couple drinks. I might be drunk by the time I get up in the squared circle. I don't know. I might. The camera's going to be a little tilted. Brandon will be out there drinking. It'll be great. We'll party before the show. What do you think, guys?
It sounds good.
He's like, get Jared on. Yeah. Corporate Evan's not going to party before the show. Come on.
No drinking. Come on.
Yeah, it is part of our thing, right? No drinking.
Company handbook.
Yeah, but it's in Philly. What are we going to do? All right, let's get to our good friend, the champ, Captain Deadpool's here, Jared Warren. We love seeing him. Hey, what's up, dude? How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a while since I've talked to you. We've exchanged texts a couple times. I know you have Mike Richmond coming up. He's chasing your title. We just spoke with him earlier. That's this Saturday night on DAZN. And what I said to Mike was, being on DAZN, there's a lot of new eyes watching you, which I think is really cool that you guys are in the main event and you're the world champion going into this. That's got to feel cool. You're aware there's a lot of new eyes watching you, but if I know you, that pressure doesn't mean anything to you.
No, man, it just adds to the excitement. You know, I've caught the episodes we've had so far on DAZN, and I like it. I mean, I gotta say it's smooth sailing. You know, they don't seem to have any like hiccups or anything on theirs. And yeah, definitely going to bring a lot of new eyes, a lot of new fans, and to be the very last fight of the year is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. And speaking of that, I was looking, and there's so many fighters, but you always have interesting stats, and I think it's really cool. People don't realize it. I don't think you've actually lost a fight, from my calculation, since I think it was April of 2022. And here you are with your championship. Why won't you lose your title? Why are you going to keep that win streak alive, Jared?
Dude, it's momentum, I never stop training and trying to get better. I never feel like I've arrived and I'm, know what I'm doing to an extent to where I don't need to, keep practicing. I'm just, aside from, regular life BS, I'm always in the gym trying to learn new stuff. And I really am constantly learning new things, which keeps it fun and keeps it interesting to me, man. Like kickboxing back in the day, I kind of got to that point where I felt like I was a little maxed out with the local knowledge of it. But, with bare knuckle and all this, it's just, I'm always learning something new, and it's freaking awesome, man. It keeps it fun.
I heard a high level athlete once tell me that to get to a high level that you want to be at, some athletes feel they have to give themselves up to loneliness in a way. And by that, I mean, I know you got Pittman. We love Pittman. Shout out to Crystal Pittman. I know you got your shift team. But I think what he meant was you're going to be working so hard. You're going to give up a lot of friends. You're going to give up some family time. You're giving up a lot of stuff. Would you say that's the case? And is that hard for you to kind of give yourself up to loneliness to kind of achieve what you want? Or is it just the reward means it, everything?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's a trade-off. Before I started taking fighting seriously again, I used to go out with my friends, very regularly, eat, drink, do whatever. And then I kind of hit that point where I was like, well, I can't go out and party a few times a week and be the best at fighting. So I had to pick one. And, all my boys understood. And, I keep in contact and I see them once in a while. But it's turned me into a homebody, man. They had UFC in Tampa a couple nights ago, and we got hooked up with some tickets and stuff, and we went out there representing the bare knuckle crew, me and Mundell and Brandon Allen and a few other guys and stuff. But I was there for like a couple hours and I was having a great time, but I was like, man, I should be home sleeping, like that's just what I've become used to. But it's always been worth it, man. At the end of every fight, I never regret any of, canceling nights out to help make me better.
And I'm going to get a little emotional on you here. I'm warning you about this, but we've talked about this. I don't think we've talked about it maybe on an interview one time, but we've talked privately about it. And when I watch you fight, it always enters my mind. One of your biggest fans of fighting was your sister. And we might have talked about this in the last interview. Unfortunately, you lost her, and I'm very sorry still to hear that. It's not easy. I know that in my own personal life with stuff. But what would your sister say? I mean, I know she's watching, right? But what if you could hear her right now, and you're the world champion in bare knuckle in a main event, everybody's watching on DAZN, what would she say?
She would just be so excited and happy for me, man. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say like a lot of people in my family aren't super, forward with their emotions and stuff, but like that's something that brings it out of us, and yeah, she would just be on cloud nine, you know what I mean? And like you said, I do believe she is watching and getting to enjoy from, an elevated seat. Yeah. But yeah, she'd be super happy and proud, brother.
I'm sure she would. And I always like to, again, that enters my mind a lot of times when you fight, because how important that you told me when we first met that she was to you. So I just wanted to make sure we covered that. Now, the other thing is, I mean, that obviously was a tragedy in your life. Everyone's going to have tragedies, unfortunately. I mean, we all have them. You're born into some kind of tragedies. You're going to hit them over your life. Another problem you had recently was the storms. And I texted Crystal about it. I saw you. We plugged you guys in the show about it. You had a GoFundMe going. I saw the video of your house in the early part of the storm that's just filling up with water. You guys lost like everything. So now you're the world champion. You kept the belt up. You still have the title, thank God. And you kept that out of the water. But now, I mean, were you nomads? What were you doing? Did that affect your training? Or was that something that maybe distracted you from the house stuff and all training?
Yeah. temporarily it did because, like I said, usually in between fights, I don't take breaks from training. It's what I love to do and everything. But yeah, for a couple months there was no choice. It's like the more time I focused and put into fixing the house was directly related to the quicker that me and the family, don't have to live in a hotel or an RV. And so, yeah, I'd get off from the fire department and just work sun up to sundown. Not by myself. I usually had like one or two, good buddies coming to help out. And, we just do that over and over and over again. And, yeah, we were doing hotels and Airbnbs. And then thankfully one of my good friends loaned me his RV, which, the huge advantage of that was getting to park it at the house. So
I have a question for you. He lent you the RV. At any point, were you out in the street with a hose and you said to the neighbor, "Shitter was full"? Did you ever do it?
I did not.
Well, you got to do it, man. It's the holiday season. Come on, what are you doing?
Totally off my game. What was that thing?
But yeah, I'm glad you have good friends, though. I am. They took care. It sounds like. I didn't know where you guys ended up. I knew you were moving around a lot. I know with the camaraderie at Shift, you guys wouldn't be without a home. I knew somebody would be able to at least help you or point you in the right direction. And you said it's a good thing your friends still think so much of you because you haven't been hanging out with them as much, but you're that good of a guy, they're going to come help you clean up. So once you're cleaning up, and that has to suck too, because in a way, it doesn't suck because you're helping people through the fire department, I'm sure, from the storms, but you don't ever get a break from that, this tragedy, this chaos. You're leaving the fire department, you're working to help people. Then you're going home and you're working to help you and your family. That had to be a lot on you, man. No?
Yeah, it was exhausting. It really was. But now we're kind of, getting past it. A couple of weeks ago, we were got to a point where the house is functional, able to start, sleeping back inside and stuff. And we're getting to where we're just, doing, finishing touches for the most part. We're almost there.
Good.
So yeah, huge relief. It was just, just a little extra adversity for a few months. But again, man, I did have some really good friends that, had put in some time, and man, I'd be screwed without them. You know what I mean? And, the donations help.
That was wonderful. Bare Knuckle community coming together to help you guys out, man. And I mean, that's awesome because you can see what a tight-knit community we are through that kind of stuff. But are you saying that after you got through fixing the house up, you're past that, that's in the past, mentally you're feeling good heading into that fight, the storm in your house, losing it almost is not even in your head at this point?
No. And even if I was still in the middle of it, fortunately for me, whenever it's game time, regardless of what I have going on in my life, for that, 10 minutes or less, I'm fully focused. But yeah. And, like insurance still hasn't paid me a dime. It's just one of those slow going kind of things. So the donations and such really did help. Shout out to, Dave Feldman, it was on the low, but he did, message me privately and shoot me and Crystal over some donations to help us out. And it really does.
Good.
So I want to thank the man himself along with all the others that put in. Makes a difference. All this stuff has just not been cheap. That's for sure.
Yeah, sure, man. All right. We live chat loves to ask questions. Dylan H402, he says, how does Jared plan on defeating the Marine, knowing his strength and warrior mentality? That's his question for you.
I'm going to punch him in the face, guy online. What do you think?
That's a good answer. It's true. You're going to break another face, right?
Yeah. Like they do talk about his, his toughness and mentality and stuff. And he does have that. I give him respect, but I think some people might maybe miss the fact that I have that too. I've never been knocked out in my life. And, the one fight that was a stoppage, I was still on my feet. You know what I mean? So I have that warrior mentality too. That's why I'm currently holding the belt, and that's how I'm going to defend it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was very polite how you answered that. I got the title. I have warrior mentality. I'm going to punch your face. I love you, Jared. I love how you answered that. Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy, like, I mean, you're talking about being champion. Of course you enjoy that part of it. But I always find when somebody becomes champion, and I think we talked about this last time you were on, that they get this target on their back. That everybody wants that title, obviously. Do you feel that elevates you? Is it no different? Is it extra motivation kind of thing that you're keeping this title? It's got to be, right?
Oh yeah, it's I worked too hard to get where I'm at, and I'm far from being finished. I'm kind of, I feel like I'm having a late prime. You know what I mean? Like I took a lot of years off when most people have their prime, but I stayed healthy and strong, and it may not be the typical arrangement to have won the world title at 40 years old, but here I am, and I'm still feeling great and getting stronger.
Yeah, but taking that time off couldn't have been a bad thing. I mean, people could argue it would be, but I'd argue it wouldn't be because you stayed in shape, like you said, and you also saved your body. You saved some miles on your body where some of these other guys that have fought their whole lives, they have more mileage. So it's almost, to me, I know you feel like you're getting older, but you don't look that way. You don't look that way in the squared circle. I think it might have helped you a little bit. I'm excited to see the title fight coming up on DAZN. I know you're excited to be in it. Before we get you out of here, a couple Christmas questions. One, fighting around the holidays. I look, here's the thing. Thank God you're with, at least I still think you are, Crystal Pittman, another bare knuckle fighter, because she understands it. If you're with a person that wasn't a bare knuckle fighter, to fight around the holidays, I mean, obviously it's not ideal to show up to Christmas dinner with a shiner. I hope you don't get one, or stitches. But I mean, like when you go to see the family, they're going to be like, that's just Jared. Or like, oh man, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, they all know. It comes with the territory, man.
I love it. Your family gets it. That's awesome. What about your favorite Christmas song? I'm curious what that is.
Man, you know what? I don't really know the name off the top of my head, but I like the instrumental ones. Yeah, I mean, those ones are...
Oh, like Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, they're great. I've seen them live. Yeah. Dude, go see them live. They're awesome.
Actually, I did. Years back, I did see them live. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I went with my wife years ago, too. It was cool. We were talking about how we like Baby It's Cold Outside, and we're sad. Mike Richmond actually said that, and we agreed. Randy the Pervert as well, he wrote in about Baby It's Cold Outside. I don't think it's that bad of a song. They're pulling it off radio stations still. I'm trying. Dominic the Donkey. Does anybody know Dominic? That's an Italian local thing. You know that? I don't know if you know. You don't know that, did you, Jared?
No.
I bet you people, unless you've lived in the Philly and Northeast area, you wouldn't know that song. In the Italian community, awesome song. Look it up, Dominic the Donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw. It's awesome. The other one that could bring me to tears, and everyone's going to make fun of me about this. He did it already off the air. If it's sung right, it's a beautiful song, especially in a church. Christmas Eve, you get the feels. Oh, holy night. When they say about fall on your knees, my eyes start to water. You call me a wimp. I don't care. Evan came in from his car today. I'm like, were you outside? You don't smoke marijuana. Your eyes look all beat up. He's like, I was crying to Oh Holy Night in the car. I'm like, I get it, dude.
You're talking about me.
Feel your feelings once in a while. You know what I mean? Nothing to apologize for.
I haven't cried in 20 plus years.
When's the last time you cried? How you think, Jared? Honestly.
I don't know. I think like 4 or 5 minutes ago, I stubbed my toes.
I think you said you cried because you knew you had to come on the show. That's how I would have been crying if I knew I had to come on this dumb show. Dude, no, I'm Italian. I say it all the time. This guy, Joe, that works with it, our eyes leak. Like if I get really mad and I'm trying to keep it in, my eyes water. It's like, I can't, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm trying to hold my emotions in or something. My eyes start to water. It's weird. Anyway, I know you're not going to be crying. I know that you're going to beat your opponent. You hope so bad that he'll be crying when he doesn't win the title. A little transition for you there. And we're excited to see it. We're excited. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And Jared, Captain Deadpool Warren, stepping back into the squared circle. You're a BKFC OG at this point, man. You've been here for a while. You've had a ton of fights. Hasn't lost since April of 2022. Is he going to keep that streak going? Is he going to keep the title? Are you?
Absolutely.
I knew you would say that. Well, thank you for coming on, Jared. We talk about the people that are gentlemen in the sport, and you're one of them, and we really appreciate taking the time, man.
Hey, man, thanks for having me as always. Look forward to seeing you guys this weekend.
It's really good to catch up with you. We look forward to seeing you as well, man. There he is, Captain Deadpool. All right. We said we had a packed show at the top of the show. Do we have anything else from Mailbag to get to? Because we got a couple other things that's important from Mailbag. I don't think we do. We're good there. That's a great song.
I hear it in my house all the time. My kid loves it.
My son used to be obsessed with it. And he was obsessed with, what's the other one I really like? Oh, God.
The Hippopotamus.
No, that's good, too. Andy Williams. No, I can't. Now I'm thinking of these ones. Andy Williams, the most one. It's the most wonder. It's a good song. Any of the Jingle Bells, Frank Sinatra, very good. All right, let's see.
Do you say Merry Christmas in your house?
Yeah, dude. See, here's the thing. Merry Christmas. People get offended or whatever. It's not. If I say Happy Holidays to you, it's not because I'm afraid to say Merry Christmas. It's because I'm saying Happy Holidays, meaning Happy everything, Happy New Year's and everything. Just get it all over with in one statement. All right, let's get back to we just talked to Warren and Richmond. Let's get to these. We have some predictions from different BKFC fighters. The first one, Figueroa. We love this guy. He says that, I think we have a picture of him, don't we? Is Brandon not in there? There he is. He says he's going to have to take Mike Richmond on this one. His style is going to be too much for Jared Warren. I believe Warren brings a good round or two. However, Richmond weathers the storm and comes out victorious either by unanimous decision or KO. Wow. JR the Lion Ridge, a regular of watching the show, he says that he's going to have to go with the hometown gang, Jared Warren, in a 5-round battle. Esteban, are we changing photos or no? What are we doing? To me?
No, to
Well,
transmission.
okay, well, we missed. You should put JR up. That's not fair.
I heard you say Esteban.
Yeah, but you missed JR's photo. There's the Lion. I mean, he's a regular watcher. You're going to disrespect him? Now you're disrespectful Brandon again, fool. You're a foolish man today. From a moron to disrespectful, you'll probably break something soon. Anyway, let's go. Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez. Brandon's just being quiet. He's going to end up hitting me after the show. Mike Richmond will come out with the win if Jared Warren can't get the job done in the first round. That's a great way of looking at it. That's interesting. Andrew Legend Strode says, I've got Mike Richmond by decision. Wow, a lot of people going with Richmond here. Ruben Bad Boy War, I'm going with Warren on this one. Should be a very good scrap. I agree, man. Look how happy he looks there. Andrew Golden Child Yates. Of course, Mike Richmond. I always go for the Marine. Hoorah! There we go. So there's some of your predictions. There's more of them available at bkfc.com. And while we're doing predictions, let's just get the co-main event predictions as well. I know Zeb Vincent, CWB, Crazy White Boy, Zeb Vincent. He says he thinks Christine Faria's dominance remains the same, and she keeps the title, of course. Then we have the R-rated superstar. He's saying that Christine Faria is going to dominate this other girl. Doesn't even mention her by name, Christine Vicens. He says, just like she's been doing to everyone else. Here's Michael Larimore. He said, I think the only two women who can give Christine Faria an L are named Crystal Pittman and Jessica Borga. Look at that. He's promoting the Schiff family. He says Faria gets to finish inside the distance, but doesn't look great doing it. Wow, he's kind of firing. I don't know if he's firing shots for his camper. He believes that. I shouldn't say either thing. I don't know. You know what? Speaking of your co-main event, by the way, again, more predictions at bkfc.com. We wanted to know what your co-main event wanted for Christmas. Two very different people, two very different answers.
For Christmas, all I want is to be with my family, to enjoy that belt, and to let all this hard work just soak in and have a great time with my family celebrating Christmas.
What is your New Year's resolution?
I don't need New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to get back to work, get back to the gym, and defend this belt.
All right, there we go. I didn't know we were getting a resolution there, too. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what Christine Faria, the Misfit, had to say. I heard it's very different.
What do you want for Christmas?
My two front teeth. My two front teeth. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
What is your favorite gift you ever received as a kid?
Well, my mom got me a stepdad for Christmas one time. Merry Christmas, Misfit motherfucking Mafia. Thank you all for fucking supporting me. All you real ones, all the ones that jump on the hype train, fuck you. You're getting Cole. And my homie, the Grinch, that's my homie. We're homies. And he's gonna visit you and steal all your shit. Anyway, all the good ones, all the ones that are loyal, I love you and thank you.
What was that? I knew they were going to be different, but wow, they were way different. Did I see I don't want to spotlight. Did I see a vape pen in her hand?
Looks like it.
She's in camp.
When you're that dominant, I like this new Christine. I feel like
she's angry or something, or like I don't know.
She's turned heel.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Is like she's just over it. She's and I saw it. I didn't see the whole thing of the spotlights and stuff, and the whole road too. I saw pieces of them, But the pieces I saw, I think it's a different Christine Faria. I mean, I'm excited to see her.
Where can you watch The Road to, Brian?
I'm sure you can watch it at the BKFC app. And
Full
probably
24-minute piece is live now.
I didn't see the whole thing yet. I'm not going to lie. I was putting together the show. The little bit I saw was really good. And that's what I picked up on, the difference in the Misfit, Christine Faria. She's always been dominant. But now I feel like she's almost like, and I don't know if it's some of the behind-the-scenes clips I saw or the whole thing, but I just feel like Christine Faria deserves a lot of respect, right? She's dominant, the most feared female fighter. We always say it. You got Christine Vicens, who has been dominant as well. And I would hazard to guess it's probably one of her toughest challenges to date. I don't think she feels that way. It seems to me like Christine Faria is preparing, but she's almost bored with her competition. She's just going to run through everybody. So I'm excited to see this fight because I don't think Vicens is any slouch, but I think Faria is just on top of her game, and I can't wait to see what happens. Very excited about Hollywood. I'm excited to see our main man, G the Cut Man, back on the card too. That'll be great. He's on weight. He's ready. He was just sending us a message saying he's excited for that.
He sent me this picture of himself with no context. And
That's probably what he sent me. He's on weight.
So,
do you have a picture?
Oh, yeah, here. There he is. Look at that.
Holy crap.
Looking diced.
Looks like the ultimate warrior.
You know he's a vegetarian or a vegan or something?
Oh, now I don't like him.
But look at that.
That's insane. I should become one. Oh, my God. Dude, if somebody... Oh, my God. You're going to break your hand punching his abs. Look at that.
He's ready.
Good for... He sure is. He's on weight and ready. That's what he sent me to. All right, G. Perez stepping back into the squared circle for season's beatings, and Evan loves that. And I think that it'll be a great fight in Hollywood, Florida. Some tickets still do remain. BKFC.com. El Gallo's on the card. Do we have the card? Let's throw it up real quick. El Gallo's making a comeback on the card. We're excited about that. Perdomo, he's another one. This guy has been on fire. We were talking about this before the show. I don't think he's ever come out of the first round without knocking somebody out. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Wow. This card's great. I mean, look, you get the Joy Boy back. I can't see the whole thing, but this is a card. This is a great Christmas gift to the BKFC faithful, to the fans, because this is a solid card. Top notch on DAZN. DAZN.com to get more, to find out more. 2 title fights on top. Man, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you BKFC.com, find out more. We have it all up there for you. Let's talk about the signings before we get out of here. We had a couple more things. One of them was the signings. So got some signings to announce here. The first signing is a guy named Jake Heffernan. Jake Heffernan, glad to have you, man. 10-4 pro MMA and considered top 15 lightweight in Texas. Jake is known for his cardio and durability. That's somewhat Nate Shook was saying. That's why we wanted to grab this guy. Congratulations to Jake Heffernan, excuse me. I'm like Heffernan for like the King of Queens. Sorry. Jake Heffernan, congratulations, man. We're looking forward to see what you bring to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Another guy that we signed was Yugan De Castro. Now, this guy, if you remember him, you've seen him before. He was a 4-fight, I believe it was, UFC vet. 8 wins recently or by stoppage. So we're looking forward to see what this guy can do. Big guy, more and more being signed every day. We'll be announcing more as the time comes to talk about that and goes along about it. What I want to do really quick, though, I want to get to what we have coming up, our upcoming schedule. So, obviously this Saturday is BKFC on DAZN in Hollywood. We've been talking about that. That's going to be cool. And by the way, if you're in the Philadelphia or Jersey area and you want to get out with some bare knuckle people, there's a couple watch-alongs going on in the area. There's one in Philadelphia, Fireside Tavern with Pat Sullivan. He's going to be out there. That's the guy you're going to see on the Philly card. Also, Barnaby's in Westchester, Pennsylvania, with Cody Russell, another guy you're going to see. These guys are terrors in Philly. It's going to be great. And then at Ott's with Pat Brady, which is in Sewell, New Jersey. That's going to be going on as well. We're going to have 2 round card girls. We're going to be giving away tickets to the show, giving away merch, meet and greets with the fighter. It's all going down. Make sure Fireside Tavern in Philadelphia area. If you're in the Westchester area, Barnaby's in Westchester. And if you're in the Sewell, New Jersey area, Ott's with Pat Brady. Shake that man's hand. They're like mitts. They're like catcher mitts. So make sure you check those out. That's what's going on coming up. And then after that, in the new year, we're going to be at Pachanga. That's going to be a great fight too. Saturday, January 18th. And then after that, January 25th, man, Knuckle Mania 5. Philadelphia, the card keeps getting better. Hopefully we'll have more announcements on that card. We'll keep you up to date with all that. That's going to be a fun night. And the tickets, like I said, are flying. BKFC.com. You want to grab some. That's where you can get all your tickets. Did we announce anything else? I forget after January 25th. Did we officially announce anything else yet? Is that all we have?
Nothing announced yet.
What was the thing what did we argue over last week? Was it the pre-sale for Pachanga? It was this. We argued over this last
is
week.
on sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's on sale,
It's
right?
been on sale.
Yeah, I know. Julian, let me back.
Oh, yeah. We got another one, too.
Lane versus Van Camp, man. A jump man. I'm excited for that. Oh, it's going to be great. Brendan Ward's going to be there. Brendan Ward, Mohegan Sun. That's in Connecticut. So you can make the drive there if you're in the Northeast, too. I mean, you can do 2 BKFC fights in like 2 weeks. That'll be awesome. Do we have another one we
For
can
our
announce?
UK fans?
Yes, we do.
That's
going to be all. Dude, Newcastle has been putting them on. We're not stopping yet. BKFC Fight Night, BKFC.com. Get involved with all this stuff. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything before we get out of here. I'm just so excited for Fight Week. I know you guys are as well.
Get your Knuckle Mania shirts.
Who's that?
At bareknuckleshop.com.
Who's the model?
That is that's Mark, our biggest fan.
Oh, is that UK Mark?
Yeah.
I couldn't see the monitor was far. Oh, Mark, there he is. Now, thank you. I didn't have my cheaters on. How you doing, Mark? You're going to love. Look at those guns, man. They should be illegal. Oof. Mark with the.
Thought they were outlawed in the UK.
Although we're not selling the. What's that even say backwards?
Knucklemania.
No. What's it say? Can we get that version of it? The backwards transfer? Yeah. It's the right way. Knucklemania shirts are available. BareKnuckleShop.com. Get in. Get ready. I just wanted a couple programming notes here before we get out of here. One, we were talking about this before the show. We're not even sure what's going to happen. We got Christmas Eve coming, and I'm not going to make the guys come to work on Christmas Eve, nor am I. So we're going to take that off, I think. New Year's Eve, it's up in the air. We might take that off as well. But what we're talking about doing, and Evan, you said we could do this, is the Bare Knuckle Show from home.
Yeah.
Strip down, me in my basement, you in your wherever you go. I don't know where you go to do your stuff, and Brandon as well.
Everywhere.
Anywhere. In his porn cavern or wherever he hangs out.
His goon cave.
And we're talking about just kind of coming on and kind of take your temperature. Let us know in the chat if you want us to do that. It's not going to be like a highly produced show with graphics and everything. It's just us hanging out, talking about the holidays, bare knuckle views. I don't know how long it will be. It's just us bullshitting with you. I think that would be a lot of fun. If we can get that done, I'd like to do that over the holidays. Would you guys be down to do that if we can do it?
No.
I didn't think so. How about you, Brandon? All right, we're not doing it. All right, I like it. You guys made it easy for me. We'll keep you updated, of course.
If we can get 100 likes on this video.
Yeah, right. Start hitting that like. No, they're not going to. They don't want to see more of us. You think they're going to like us? I told you when I started with the virus, it's not going to go away no matter what they do. There's a couple that really enjoy us though. I like the faithful. So listen, before we get out of here, we're not sure what we're going to do. We'll keep you updated. I'm sure on Instagram at Bare Knuckle FC. Also, if you haven't followed it yet, the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. We'll keep you updated on there as well. We got to get better with updating that, but make sure the more people that follow, the more we update. So make sure you hit the like button wherever you're at. Make sure you follow all the socials. And thank you. If we don't talk to you before Christmas, thank you. Have a very Merry Christmas to you and yours. And stay over a little while, baby. It's cold outside. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We love you. Fight week. Let's go, Hollywood, Florida. Woo!
Sean, I'm telling you, there's just a difference when Faria hits you.
Goes by Vicente, right back to it. There's the left-hander right hand from Vicente. And hooks from both men. Perdomo coming forward.